Here we have verse 8 of the 12th chapter of the Gospel of John. Jesus is responding to a rebuke that has been raised by Judas as to the waste, as he sees it, of the ointment that was poured out with respect to Jesus. He's saying that this could have been sold, of course, and given to the poor. Jesus has responded that they should leave her alone, that she has done this in anticipation of his burial. We looked at that verse in the preceding verse, and now he adds this comment, which has been variously construed, although I think the sense is plain enough. Tous, this is the accusative, plural, masculine, going with the noun pedokous, which is the word for poor. Of course, Judas had raised the question that these things could have been sold and given for the benefit of the poor, and Jesus says the poor. The accusative case, meaning it's the direct object of the verb that's coming down here, ekata, postpositive gar, so for the poor, pantote, indeclinable adverb. It means always. Literally, it's pantote, all then, or all thens, all times. Ekata, so the poor you have with you. Meta is the preposition, takes the genitive in this case, meaning with, the theta there before a rough breather, heauton, the reflexive pronoun, with yourselves. So you always have the poor with you. This is a perennial issue. The opportunity for doing things that are helpful to the poor is, of course, always there, not going to go away. On the other hand, this unique moment in history was of a very different class. So emme, up front to make it emphatic, but, postpositive, but me, ou pantote, not at all times, not always, eketa, you have, same verb. So it's a simple sentence in the sense that its grammar is straightforward. The meaning of it, of course, is that this was a unique moment in human history. It had never happened before, would never happen again. This was the moment in anticipation of his death and burial, the great events of the gospel. And so to, at this point, divert what might have been the wealth represented by this ointment to give to the poor and miss this opportunity would, of course, be colossally inappropriate. And on reflecting on this, of course, it also impliedly suggests that we should be thinking of the poor at all times, that this is not an excuse to neglect them, but rather simply to say that as a general rule, that's exactly where our mind should be. But on this particular occasion, the exception was essential, and that's what he commends this woman for and rebukes Judas for at the same time.